we're live. Good afternoon, good morning, happy time zones to you wherever you might be, and welcome back to my playthrough of Mass Effect Trilogy. Now on Mass Effect 3, as you can see, episode 5, got the numbers right and remembered this time, and this time I will remain conscious. Those of you who were here last time will remember we ran around finishing up some side quests on the Citadel, got Aria, frankly too many mercenaries for my taste, and now we're helping her retake Omega, because it's been taken over by a ruthless warlord. So we can give it back to Aria, who is... yeah. But he's from Cerberus, so, you know, Aria's clearly the better option, so, because she's awesome. But then, unfortunately, I fell the hell asleep. So, yeah, we are in the middle of that mission, and let's just get back going again. I will be doing the Saturday Codex reading session after we're done here. And after I remember what the hell is currently going on. Cool, no markers or radar or anything, just reach Talon territory. Yes, I saw that Talon insignia. Lift control. Lift's not doing anything, probably because there's stuff on. Not anymore, there's not. That went down further than I expected. Let's take the ladder down and see what was up with that. Trying to solve environmental puzzles. Shepard, you're doing the ladder thing again. Learn to use a ladder. And then this takes us properly up here. Good. No, don't take cover, just pick up the thing. Don't you just hate it when you try and pick something up off the floor and instead just take cover behind? Great. But was that all this lift was for? Okay, so don't give me navigation puzzles when I've only just got back to it and don't actually remember what was going on. So I'm just doing my thing of moving through the space and waiting for something to happen. And that something could be finding out that I've gone entirely the wrong way. And it kind of feels like it is. Oh my god. It's possible the exploding anti-material rifle was a bit much for it's blowing up 2 barrels. But hey. Yes, because I think we finished with just come up the ladder. So is there another way from there? Aria's following me around, just despairing at literally everything. Nothing over here. A button over here that we can't press. And these lift controls. Oh wait, that was the door. Oh my god. There you go. There's my problem, is that I just can't observe when there's an open door right the hell in front of me. Or is this where we came in? I'm so confused. Oh no. No, I'm just getting easily lost again as I do.
As here.
Hey, something is happening, so that means we're going the right way. Yeah, let's go to some hostiles. And then Cerberus was a hostile. Yes, I know, the internet for like 15 years once that joke's back. Mission report. We're almost done scouting this location. The surveillance drones indicate the detention center is on par with the last one we hit, but something feels off with the control panels and the display table splitting out. I'd recommend another observation run before we try to attract civilians. H. Do we know who H is? I genuinely cannot remember. But let's turn this on.
Power's offline.
Yes. There should be a control switch for the generator nearby.
Yes, I thought I was pressing it. No, that I had to go in weird. Generator's back.
Looks like they were using this to observe the detainment centers.
Okay, yeah, is that all we're getting? Goodness. Hi, Sphere. I've not missed much. Mostly just me not being able to remember what the hell was going
That
on.
tower
Where
is
I
the
am.
Talon outpost we're heading for.
Looks like the Talons are giving as good as they get.
And also doing the thing where Shepard doesn't know how to operate a ladder.
Commander, Cerberus communications indicate that the high-priority target is nearby. Their forces will be directly on your path to the Talon outpost.
Cool.
Understood.
So are you saying I'll have to shoot a bunch of Nazis? That's a terrible shame. Intruders detected. Is that because they just shot you with a gun that turns you into jam? Okay, that was just a bad shot on my part. Yeah, I couldn't comment on that, given that, to my eternal gratitude, I don't think I've ever actually heard Venture Hero talk. God, this gun is ridiculous and I love it. I mean, the harpoon gun's pretty great as well, and it's a harpoon gun.
My influence over station systems has just extended by 77%, Commander. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that was another thing, wasn't it, with hitting terminals just to get a random hacker who I think was on Arya's side for influence. Basically, I'm just doing things because people ask me to, which is a strategy that will never end badly. Steal some stuff. Anything else we can steal? No. The generator we can turn on. Not sure why, but not sure what it did. As far as I can tell, everything was already on. Has it turned on another terminal I didn't notice? Or... Nope. But hey, it was there, it was probably doing something. Don't need more Magigel, but it's some XP. You know what happens with pressure is sometimes you just get melted. And for comparison. Yeah, that's what happens sometimes when you put too much pressure on. This has been a PSA.
I know! Someone get those doors open!
Fighting Chloe Shepard and this lad. Deactivate the
Say
lockdown.
that every time, human. And yes, here we are, still shooting you back. The doors are open. Retreat! Retreat!
Steal some stuff. Cerberus is not happy, which is a sure sign you're doing something wrong. Should not be nearly as funny as it is. But it absolutely is. Elevators. Was about to start doing the Jeopardy theme while I went down this slow, long elevator, and then I remembered the whole Twitch thing, and don't want to get demonetized for a really stupid low effort joke.
Shutdown imminent.
Shutdown imminent on counter. I've been shot with an exploding anti-tank gun and set on fire. You know how it is.
Failure imminent.
I love how little the scope on this is actually necessary. Because it's just explosions. Just turn them into jam. Call in all the backup you like, I'll turn them into jam. Shield pylons can't refill your shields fast enough to stop me turning into jam. Just the absolute kill box we've got there. Well, that was a thing that happened. I think that was one of those biotic explosions that I've been saying they can't be bothered to actually put effort into triggering. They're quite a thing. Thank you, shield pylon. It may be difficult not to let us through. We're very good at this, and I haven't got the to jam. See, did you hear that? That was me not being able to see through this cloud and still turning somebody into jam. Should I perhaps stop saying the same thing about turning people into jam? But will I? Assume I'm going this way on account of it's possible to open that door. Hey, don't seal the area. Unseal the area.
Listen now.
We'll go to the cutscene, that's good too. Oh, they switched me away from my ridiculous gun for the cutscene. This is disappointing. It'd be hilarious for me to just be pointing the Chrysler at them because it's just like one shot. You are all turning into jam, all four of you and your hostage. So why are we needed again? Irene, you seem to have it pretty much handled.
Take care of the wounded, and scavenge what you can. I want us out of here ASAP.
So
You
your
heard the
gun
boss.
just changes
Move
to a
it.
different gun when you put it on your back.
Looks like we found the Talon leader. My. Nyreen, aren't you full of surprises?
Arya. The deception was necessary. I needed to figure out what your plans were. The people on Omega depend on us. I couldn't risk compromising our operation.
Not exactly standard procedures for a street gang.
I didn't
When
realize they had a
Cerberus
big book of
invaded, the
street gang
Talons were a
protocol that you
mess.
meant to follow.
I brought new direction. The General's been hunting us ever since. Right now, he's attacking one of our outposts. That's where I need to be.
I love how Arya's annoyed by this, but Shepard's clearly got
We're
his
done here,
arrow.
boss.
Well, of course your friends
Right.
are gangsters. I assume all
Arya,
your friends
Commander
were
Shepard,
gangsters. You
whatever
may
you're
be.
here for, the answer's no. Kindly escort yourselves off Talon territory.
We're here to help. We'll talk about it after we reach your outpost.
That's a generous offer. Arya, does the Commander also speak for you?
Not the way I would have put it, but that's the idea.
All right then. Come with me.
Yay, we've got a full squad again.
You've improved your biotics since last I saw you.
You noticed the biotic grenades?
You always did like blowing things up, given half a chance.
Do we have to spend points on her? Probably. Oh, wait a minute. Up one of these three things I never use. Maybe sabotage will work for this game. Who knows? Damage taken or... sorry, duration or damage taken when weapons overheat. Sure. Damage is good, I guess. Oh no. No, we already spent those last episode, couldn't remember. So instead, let's go this way. Face on. Guessing that's an assault rifle. so I'll never use it. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, it's like high precision, fully automatic assault rifle. I don't care. Oh, but you can definitely have better weapons. Yeah, the face is just better than your basic in every way. What's the Valkyrie do again? It's just good at stuff. I actually mostly laser beam, lightning gun, big Mac-off machine gun, grenade launcher. Let's go with the lightning gun, why not? And the acolyte, because people who aren't me might be able to use it better. Okay. What's going on is Arya came to us for help because I can't remember if he's a current Cerberus officer or ex-Cerberus officer, took control of Omega, and now we're kind of fighting our way up through it to kill him and take it back. And we've been kind of going after this street gang, and they turn out to be run by Nyreen, who is an old friend of ours. And I say friend with a whole bunch of inverted commas there. They've got very big, just gals who used to be pals then. Long elevator time. Really hope some of this shaft is just background. Ah, there you go.
Rampart mechs incoming.
What? Oh, yeah. Jam. Well, suddenly I'm very happy I gave her that anti-synthetic rifle. We should maybe be... Like, I think we might be meant to be taking down the shield pylons, but honestly, when you're putting out this much damage, it really doesn't matter how fast their shields are getting recovered. Wow, this Atlas is proving remarkably resilient. Turn to jam already. Oh no, I am out. That's probably bad. In that case, I'll just have to use the massive pistol instead. Oh my god, the noise that makes. Full on vibra slap noise. Hydra missile launcher. Okay, apparently I have one shot, and maybe I was meant to use it on the Atlas. Can I keep it? Like, can I select it still? What? Really? Just because I switched away, I've now lost that weapon forever? Oh, come on. Oh, wait. No, it just dropped on the floor. Okay, well, the first person I meet is getting a face full of Hydra. Which is, you know, historically a bad thing to have. Oh, we are moving, we're just not in an open shop. So. Oh really, you're gonna make me shoot something else? Ugh, fine, change weapon. Why did that not do damage? What's going on? There we go. Why could we not just open that with our hands? Jesus Christ, Shepard, you can do other things with your hands besides shoot.
This way.
Make out with Asari. Did I just drop the missile launcher because I went under the ladder? No. Oh, looks like I can do something there. Not that. There we go. Atmospheric. Like the conduit section. Let's do some money. No, don't use... Shepard, what is your problem with ladders, I swear to God? No, again, that's not how you use a ladder. We're gonna need to take classes in this. You see how Arya just used a ladder? That was great. She didn't just stand at the top awkwardly for a while and then collapse down. There you go, you're learning. Note to self, in future, whenever you have to teach Shepard something, make sure somebody hot, voiced by Carrie Ann Moss, does it first. You know, you gotta have an example. Some incredibly low-grade enemy is going to run around the corner at some point.
I hope you're not afraid of
shoot
heights.
them in the face with this missile launcher. We will all die, and it'll be a whole thing. And yet, even though I know that this is going to happen, it's still going to happen. Okay.
Finally, a little recognition. Actually, Arya, I'm Target Alpha.
Anyone want a missile? I mean, you all look like nothing moves, so I'm letting these other two take care of you. The first person who actually deserved a missile is definitely getting one. Phantom, hello. Well, they're dead. Sniper rifle thermal scope, hello, yes. Nyreen, calm down. Also, why are we fighting Genji? Oh, I'm not using the weapon I thought I was, that explains it. That was a pretty nice shot if I use it to myself. You know what would help here is that thermal scope. Jesus, that gun I've given Nyreen is a bit much. Most of the DLC guns do seem to be very much on the form, press the button to explode everything around them.
Lockdown system's been compromised so many times it hardly knows up from down anymore.
The voice clip was clearly going,
Need an engineer at the catwalk's entrance. Door's jammed again. This may take a moment.
Point defense. Mass Effect 3. Sure. Anyway, let's shoot some Nazis.
You're not just using the catwalk as a passage to the base, are you?
The long drop is the best way to get rid of unwanted guests around here.
It's just a little blood spray as I disintegrate their head with my ridiculous gun. Like I say, I'd stop laughing if it wasn't so funny.
Are those doors open?
This is basically the harpoon gun in this.
Attack the bridge control.
Ah, no, my streak. Atlas up there, which is great. Oh, that's a grenade alert. Oh well, didn't actually hurt. gonna... There we go. Come on.
Doors open. Let's go.
That was
Hurry up.
extremely
I need to get to my
straightforward.
people.
Just here's a long train of people, all of whom you can just shoot in the head, and they instantly die.
Boss,
Which again,
it's good to see you,
I
boss.
have overpowered DLC weapons, but hey, it's good to see me too. Excuse you. I know you're all very impressed by your boss's cool gun, but I'll have you know I gave it to him. The cool gun, that is.
We'll be evacuating this location as soon as possible. Try not to interfere with my people's work.
How about interfering with what I
Intel
do
just reported in.
best?
The group of civilians we managed to evac arrived safely at the other outpost. Also, routine sweeps reporting nothing new on the adjutant presence.
Adjutants?
Creatures created by Cerberus. They eviscerate their victims' DNA, converting them into more adjutants.
Because what we needed was more
Some kind of
zombies,
Reaper-based
thanks,
weapon.
Cerberus.
I fought them before. They're a nightmare.
It got worse after you left. Cerberus lost control of them. Those things tore apart the gangs, then attacked everyone in sight. If Cerberus hadn't found a way to contain them, the entire station would be infected by now.
Seriously, Cerberus, why? Why do you do these things?
Keeping your people alive through that couldn't have been easy.
I watched friends get turned into monsters, and I had to kill them. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an outpost to defend.
The adjutants really got under her skin.
I love it how she says, leave me alone, I have things to do, and then your first prompt is immediately, hey, go talk to her.
Hey, Commander. I just wanted to say thank you.
Finally, some respect. I'd say you were welcome if I knew or cared who you were. To Scouting Team E from Base 2. Word is the attack on the station was led by Arya, and that she's on board now. The boss is setting up to investigate. Try to stay out of trouble while she's gone and don't get caught. Our forces are tied down right now, so rescue options are limited. Base 2, talents. Presumably. Or just somebody else starting with T. It's not an uncommon letter for names, I suppose. Hey Noreen, no, you told me to leave you alone, but hi.
Cerberus is backing off for now. Make sure the scouts keep an eye out for the next attack.
You've done an excellent job, Nyreen, but I'll be taking over now.
You know what happens to people who argue with me.
Why did that one line have
And
a
if I say
metric
no,
ton of echo
you'll
on
just
it?
kill me and take over? My people won't stand for that.
Yes, they do seem nauseatingly loyal. Either way, I'll get what I want.
Not this time.
The truth is, none of us can do this alone. Our only chance is to join forces.
Inspirational Steven Universe work together speech.
You might be right. But the people of Omega are my priority.
I mean, it consists of like one line.
You
but
take
sure.
over one gang and you think you're ready to decide what's best for Omega? Nyreen, watch and learn.
Az.
Everything's in place. The entire station's connected.
People of Omega, I have returned. Cerberus believes they have beaten you. They
This is how you
believe they
infiltrate.
have you under control. They are gravely mistaken. You are the lawless of the galaxy. You cannot
Just
be
scoot
beaten,
back out
and
of
you will
I
never
do not
be
remember there being
controlled.
this many model lunches in it before. Don't
Be
know if
ready.
it's running it on new hardware or
Your
what.
chance to strike out against your oppressors is coming. Together we will take Omega back!
That's your plan? Throw civilians at Cerberus?
Anything is better than being locked up like mindless animals waiting for slaughter.
Plus, it'd probably be a
I know
great
what you're up
distraction.
to, Arya. And I don't like it. I have civilians to evacuate. I'll deal with this later. All right, let's get these people ready to go. Now!
What are you trying to do?
Trying? The people of Omega, my people, love a good street fight. When it breaks loose, they'll be ready. Nyrene's code of ethics won't let her sit by if civilians are exposed. It's what makes her utterly predictable and therefore easy to manipulate.
Cerberus is launching another offensive.
Looks like I'm not the only one who didn't like your little speech, Arya.
Glad I got his attention.
Commander, landing pads are yours. My people and I will hold the main doors.
Got it.
Cool. Now, that cutscene was very long. Let me remember where the hell I am. This harpoon pistol is part of all. Well, let's switch back to the jam gun. I'm assuming this is the way to go because I can open this door. And generally in this game, if you don't have to go somewhere, you can't. Whoa. Hello. It's so hard to letterbox them with this gun because things explode. Oh, hello. Flat. Cool, you were doing literally nothing while I just shot you in the back and turned you into jam. Good job. Okay, thanks for not seeking incinerate. Super helpful.
Malfunction detected.
Well, malfunction no longer detected on account of you're in no space to detect anything ever again.
Commander Shepard, we need your help at the main doors.
Aren't things so much
We're
less
on our way.
complicated when I just turn you into jam? Run, 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 run. Back to the place. Open the door. Get staggered back so that we can time this set piece properly. Ah, hello. Well, that was completely sensible and according to plan. Good job, guys. Hello. You're looking worryingly solid there. Let's fix that. Should not rather be a gel. Okay, sabotage appears to have actually worked. What's going on? Also, its shields are not going down. The shield pylon is actually working this time. Move to that. Probably need to switch another weapon to take that down because the explosion seems to not be counting. Or not. there you go. That's the way to go. Clearly. Big old hat to the face.
That's it. Cerberus is pulling out. Let's talk, Shepard.
Why, yes, let's. While everything explodes in the background.
The Talons will join your cause. Someone's got to make sure you don't run roughshod over our people.
I mean, I might do that anyway. No
you see,
guarantees.
Shepard.
Let me guess. She said I was predictable and therefore easy to manipulate.
I love that you have a lie option there. Just no. No, that is in no way what she said.
Pretty much word for word. She thinks she's playing you.
Nothing new here. One thing, though. I maintain command over my people. This is not up for debate.
That's fair. I can't be
Just
trusted
have
to
them
command
ready.
myself.
Oh, they'll be ready.
Also, I'm keeping this ridiculous gun you gave me. Very brief.
We're almost there,
loading
Shepard.
screen there.
The Talons will be the frontline
Yeah,
fodder.
well,
Now we just
Jamie
need to
is
bring
more
down the
alpha.
force fields to clear the way to Afterlife.
Which will release Omega's civilians.
Cerberus will have 1 million fires to put out. In one fell swoop, we'll have the people in the Talons working for us.
You might not want to compromise your alliance before it even takes shape.
Come, Shepard.
I've
you
learned
met
not
me.
to put much stock in truth and goodwill.
It might be time to start again.
Tell you what, I'll take it under advisement. Now, I'll be at the command console plotting our next move.
Plotting is very much the word. You're gonna sit there like this as well. Sure. You really don't need to give me a reason to talk to an outcome.
Tentative excitement. Welcome to Herod's Emporium, human. Relieved. I am grateful for Aria's return. Hidden back room was getting confining. Her patrol liberated me. Cunningly, I have a plan to recoup my losses since the Cerberus takeover. Informative. The General threw out Aria's couch from Afterlife upon taking over. I would like to gain her favor by returning it. Temptingly, if you find it and send me the coordinates, I will make it worth your while.
Sure, let's go on a couch hunt.
It's not a priority, but I'll keep my eyes open.
Appreciative. Upon success, I will give you a finder's fee for your trouble.
I'll let you know.
Courteously, have a nice day.
Suddenly, everything
Take
is
kiosk if
very
you
echoey and far away. Anything good to buy? No, it's all just upgrades. Anything else worth poking before I go? I really don't think so.
How are you holding up?
Relax. I got this.
I had a crap earlier, but they've clearly got this.
I think they have us trapped in here. They're in for a surprise, right? Az just sent out a warning notice. We're heading out soon.
Okay.
I must have missed that.
Oh, that's that
I've
hacker.
blocked enemy access to critical areas. The frontal assault should be less treacherous.
Maybe look at what you're typing. Just a suggestion. Nothing else that seems like a super uncomfortable posture to be holding. How far does your neck turn? Because I've had some interesting experiences with other people. Ah. Okay, let's talk to
Squad
Ira,
leaders are prepping their units. Ready to go in 5.
Talk to me, Az.
I've located the source that's powering the Cerberus force fields.
Yes, I see. Shepard, take a look at this.
Yep, that looks like something I can shoot.
The General is siphoning power from one of my main reactors deep in the bowels of Omega's mines.
Unfortunately, access is cut off by the force fields themselves.
Not completely. There's an open route through that dark area, then up.
The processing plant for one of the mines. It's been powered down. No force fields blocking it.
We infiltrate there, find our way through the mine, then take that elevator to the reactor's back door.
Good eyes, Shepard. Let's go.
Not without me.
Aria, my patrol caught her in the perimeter.
Please.
But we thought we'd
You
like
didn't
to
catch
really
me.
need a three-person party.
We're allies now. Didn't Arya tell you?
Nyreen was expected, Bray. Return to your station.
The Talons are ready, but if I'm sending my people into the breach, I want to make sure those force fields come down for good. So like it or not, you're stuck with me.
It's almost as if you don't trust me.
It's exactly as if I don't trust you.
We're going to war together. I'll make sure we can rely on each other.
Yeah, but those are
Agreed,
different
Commander.
things.
Glad one of you isn't on a power trip.
Go wait by the med bay, Irene. We'll join you shortly.
Shepard, I have last-minute orders to dole out. I'll meet you there too.
Sound mixing on this is really weird.
I can almost taste it, Shepard.
Don't know why.
Once we stop the leaching of the reactor, my path to the General will be clear.
Well, aside from the thousands of troops standing between him and us.
Yeah, but we can turn them into
Details.
jam.
We don't have time to waste. Is there something you want to talk about?
No, I thought
Not
it
right
was
now.
to you.
All right, when you're ready, I'll meet you and Irene at the exit by the med bay.
So let's just go and do that.
All medical supplies have been distributed to the ground force.
Shepard, got a second?
Sure.
I know time is short, but I was hoping we could talk. Alone.
Sure.
Arya will be joining us soon. Now may be your only chance.
I'm not trying to undermine Arya. I know she has to be ruthless. Let her have revenge. I'm not doing this for me, and I'm not doing it for Arya or what we once had.
It's for the people of Omega. I get it.
Someone has to be their voice in all this. Incredibly powerful forces are about to do battle, with them caught in the middle. I just hope, as we bring down those force fields and go to war, that you can keep the people in mind.
Okay, can I start singing Les Miserables songs at any point? Ah, no, copyright, I guess. Damn.
I've heard you, Nyreen.
At the end of the day,
That was
that's
my
all I
one
can
condition.
ask. I'll be ready.
Commander.
Yes, leave the area. There was nothing else to do in the area. Yes, the same guns we were already using. Cool, whatever. I now have enough power points to upgrade one of these powers I never use again. Sure, why not? Disruptors hit harder, sure. Point into carnage. More damage. Point into lift grenade. Bigger radius. Seriously, there's some swanky new loading screens that we're seeing. I like it.
We're arriving at one of the ESO processing plants. It's been powered down, so we'll have to pry open the door.
Yeah, that sounds like a
I'll get it.
Access to the mine should be on the far side.
And the reactor is beyond that?
According to the schematics. I ran Omega
Just
9.
stand there
I
chatting
didn't work
while
the mines
Pepper does all
myself.
the work.
No. You had indentured servants for that. Spirits.
Relax. They're all Cerberus.
And there are going to
They've
be a
been
lot
ripped to
more dead
shreds.
Cerberus soon.
I don't like this.
Either the cyber zombies will kill them, or I will just turn them into jam, or explode their heads. Explodes? That's not a word in English. Well, it's taken me about 30 episodes to randomly lapse into French mid-sentence, so better than usual, to be honest. Hello? Zombies. Zombies. Anyone? Come on. Get your non-zombie snacks here. Going entirely the wrong way again. Did I just come down this way and then immediately go back up it? Because that would be on brand.
More dead.
It's a bloodbath. I got a bad feeling. We should
Quiet.
Okay.
What's that sound?
I'm apparently slightly more tense than you might
An
think.
adjutant.
Oh no. The General must have locked this place down to keep it inside.
And then we open the lockdown, so I guess we have to kill all of them or everybody is dead. Luckily, I'm very, very good at killing everything.
The elevator to the mines is through that door.
It's deactivated.
Then we need to power this place up. There should be a master circuit breaker somewhere.
Activating generators in
These pipes
dark
power the door.
rooms,
We should follow
everyone's
them.
favourite horror game trope that's never been remotely overplayed. Also, I wasn't listening to what they just said. It's probably called. Hello, jeez. Did you say follow the blood trail? Let's try doing that. See what happens. Hello. Security memo. The facility is to be locked down immediately. This is a priority for order. Be advised that anyone or anything attempting to evacuate the area will be terminated with extreme prejudice. Okay. So that accomplished very little. It's a power conduit. We need to turn the main generator
Up
on.
this ladder.
What ladder? That ladder. Thanks, Arya.
Need to find the power breaker. Follow the pipe.
Arya, can you stop just telling me the answers to environmental puzzles? And, you know. And I mean, don't remote stuff, because I'm very bad at this. No, no. Ah, there we go. Now what, down here?
The whispering's receding.
Maybe the adjutant doesn't like its odds.
Don't kid yourself. I've seen one of those things take down a squad of soldiers.
Well, they all drunk / asleep / incompetent. Because if so, I'd probably still give us odds. Look, Arya, you can't do the whole thing of I didn't design Omega, I don't know where everything is, and then just spend the whole time telling me where to go. That's not how things work.
There's the power control.
Oh my god, all you all need to cool it with the signposting. Can't just press a button, you've got to punch a button. Very much the
When this
Kingdom
is
Hearts
over, there'll
opening
be a lot
chest
of repairs to make.
I hope you'll focus on the civilian areas first.
You are relentless.
That's one thing we have in common. Spirit!
Cool, now let's stop flirting and just kill these things.
Unload on it!
Nyreen, wake up!
Oh wait, I get 3 shots of clip on
I hate those things.
Hate
love
should
them.
make you deadlier. That looked like fear to me.
Alright, back to the door.
That looked like unnecessarily being a bitch to me, so, you know, we've all got our views. This is a long empty corridor that we're totally not about to get ambushed in. Oh, we actually won. Well, choke line. Ah, come on.
Another
Right.
one.
Pirate Will!
Where? Where is it? Ah, there we go. What the hell? I couldn't pass that at all for a second.
Shepard, look alive! More adjutants!
Cool, but I'm just gonna press the
Elevator's
button.
on its way. We can't let them escape.
Cease. All these things you are doing, stop them at once. You appear to still be doing things. Would you like me to help with that? If so, hold still. If not, I guess we answered that question. Also, can you all stop screaming? It's gross. But they turned into blue ring now.
I think we got them all.
Let's try the elevator again. Stay alert. All right,
Yay,
into the
an
elevator.
I'll seal the door.
I thought that was a particularly
Just in
large
case.
rabbit for a second. I was very confused.
On to the mines. What's eating you?
Just processing.
I
Let's
am
clear the
sorry.
general
This is
sealed
what I
that
get
area
for
to
being
keep the
like, yeah,
adjutants
I'll be
in.
conscious of.
Along
Right.
with some unlucky soldiers.
It's just in. I'm always
The
tired.
creatures killed them, but didn't turn them into more adjutants. Can't shake it. Something's off.
You're just spooked.
There's a rhythm to this place, Arya. To Cerberus. If you'd stuck it out here, maybe you'd feel it too.
Whatever's in our way, we deal with it.
God, this is a long lift.
You can hear the drills. Damn it. They shouldn't be straining like that.
Cerberus must be
Because that's
working
the
them hard.
important thing here, is reliable mine equipment usage. But no, actually, it's important to just turn it all your armor power as well.
Access to the reactor is somewhere on the upper level.
Let's find a way up there.
And then loudly announce it to me like you seem intent on doing. What are they? I don't know, but they're blue and shiny and probably bad. Those are... No, I thought it was a grenade one. Yeah, no clue what's going on. There's meant to be like ether rods. Assault rifle barrel I'll never use. Hello. This smoke be gone already, guys. Dear BioWare, smoke too long. Okay, that was the wrong button. But I guess we changed it guns. Why did it take me to the top of it and not to the bit I'll actually be needing to get to? Getting to the top of it's going to be the easy part. I will literally get on the lift and then activate the lift.
I need to find an alternate route across.
Shocker. Good dodge. Dodge? Good dodge. Oh, I pronounce it dodge or dodge? Take cover to regenerate shields. I am in cover, you dick. gun is not really working for me. Let's shun it. Yep, that worked. I think technically they shot me with their sniper as well, but I want to try it. Just as soon as that crosshair turns red, press for death. Okay, shooting those rocks, I can say with some clarity, does nothing. Certainty, that's the word I was looking for.
Looks like
Leveled
that goes
up
under
for
the
opening
conveyor
the
belt.
door. You know how it is. I'm getting lost again on a staircase. Which way did we come in? I'm so confused right now. Yeah, the only place we can have come from is down here. Can I not see something super obvious?
Burn out in a month.
Stay focused.
Maybe I was meant to go this way. Shoot the head off. Not sure what happened with those two. Thanks, guys. I couldn't be bothered to finish that firefight. Hello, finally awake, sir.
I think this is going to get us there.
Thought that was the top of a ladder. No, let's just go through the door instead. Totally normal. I know what ladders are. I believe from my ladder studies that this one may go up as well as down.
Head up.
Really, Arya, you need to keep giving us step-by-step instructions after being like, well, I don't know my way around everywhere. Well, that was a lot of motion blur. Or not motion blur, but screen shake. Being near that corpse seems to slowly kill you. Oh, hello. The mech corpse, so let's make another one.
Malfunction detected.
Cool, that was a drop I wasn't expecting. You may be getting a faint hint that I'm not understanding this space super well, and you'd be correct. Oh, he was right next to me. Agile. This is how you kill somebody in melee. Hey, stop moving out of the way. There. Punch you in the head, and now you're dead. So yes, welcome to twitch.tv/Saracen, where I am wildly incompetent at firefights for whole hours at a time. Okay, can't turn it on there. Still looking for an alternate route.
Made it. Hit the switch.
Yes, I know how this one works at least. It's not a ladder.
They know our target. Expect heavy reinforcements.
Just stay focused and find the access point to the reactor.
Objective spotted.
Hello. For some reason didn't pass that I was meant to be shooting him for a few seconds there.
Looks like Cerberus invaded here.
Checkpoint 24/7 sounds like
now we're paying them back in
crew.
kind.
I'm sure your dead workers feel much better now.
Steal some money off the guy who died in a doorway. Classiest way to go. When I die, I want to be an obstacle.
The elevator to the reactor is across the way.
I assumed, given that that was the only direction we could move in.
Careful. This place is falling apart.
Yeah, I got that. I was first in the line, you may have noticed.
Strange. We're not being attacked anymore.
Yeah.
Yep, be ready for anything.
Kinda sucks, I was enjoying shooting them in the face. With this ridiculous gun I am holding. I mean, it looks like we might be heading for a mini-boss, at least, but... Once again, it would be great if I could remember this DLC at all.
Why are you grinning, Arya?
We're almost there. When the force fields come down,
Because everything
this
is
war
according to
finally
Payback.
begins.
For some of us, it started months ago.
That wasn't war, babe. That was just warm-up.
War Babe is, of course, my drag name.
There's the reactor. Straight ahead.
Yep, that's reactor, alright. But what will I have to shoot before we can get there? That's the real question on everybody's lips. Will they wait for me to get there before I have to shoot? Oh, yep, here we go.
I commend you.
Even the little
Your
drone
plan of
had a
attack was
Cerberus
impeccable.
logo on it.
Looks
Jesus
like we were
Christ, Cerberus
expected.
branding department.
More like lured.
I knew the reactor would be the hard target. I gave you no choice but this route.
It's too bad you're on the elusive man's side, Petrovsky.
I'm on humanity's side. You're the ones trying to start a war for the glory of Arya. But now it's over.
You're very smart, Shane.
This isn't over until your next of kin can't identify you.
I love your bravado, but have the sense to know when you're beaten. You've been neutralized, and I can leave you there to rot. You might as well give up.
Never!
Arya, what are you thinking?
I'm not going out like this!
Arya, don't!
What the hell is she trying to do?
probiotics that are problem until it goes away. It's very much an approach I share.
Damn it, Arya, you're forcing my hand. We'll do it your way then.
Yeah, and here we see the gun.
Nyreen, Max!
I was wondering who Max was. Nah, complete whip. Pistol whip. Nah.
Shutdown imminent.
That's how you Omni Blade. Stop not chambering a wet around. It's really unhelpful. How imminent is failure now?
Malfunction detected.
Yeah, I probably should have used ages ago. Oh yeah, the corpses are still very bad for you. They're on super special red lightning fire.
Malfunction detected. System failure
Any
imminent.
scientist will tell you as well when regular fire. So stop walking over them, Emma. Yeah. That was a really abrupt cut.
No! Shepard, I can't hold this much longer! Go!
And for the last
Spirits, Arya.
you are very much on your own.
How did you know you could do that?
I didn't.
I didn't, I just threw biotics at a problem and eventually it went away. See how the system works? Okay, if everybody's left me alone, I'm going to switch back to the bright save because really, who needs friends when you have the jam down? Grab the gel. That.
Failure imminent. Malfunction detected.
Shepard, there's no let up. The mechs just keep coming.
Stay alive over there.
Well, I'm sure I'll be able to do something once I find wherever the hell I'm going. Which was not super clear, let's be honest. I think I still headed to take down the reactor, if that what this is. I think so. It is occasionally unclear. Is that because I'm tired? Who can say? Who can say?
You can't do this, Commander. There's more at stake than you know. That reactor powers life support systems for dozens of wards across the station. Shut it down and thousands of people perish.
You hearing this, Arya?
Yes, and I don't care. Shut it down. Shepard, don't. Try rerouting power away from the force fields.
I'm not gonna hit the big red button.
Hold tight down there.
Rerouting the power to maintain the other systems.
Are you crazy? We're almost spent. Nyreen, watch your flank.
This is who you're working for, Shepard. She doesn't care who gets hurt.
Once again, not working for. That implies some level of faith.
She'd just throw thousands of lives away.
No. Tempted by the button.
I'm stabilizing her. You can't reroute power in time. Hit the fucking overload. Now!
This shouldn't be that hard. Maybe something inside is holding you back. Maybe deep down you're starting to think the galaxy might be better off without her. She's never going to learn. She'll never change. Even if you win, Omega loses.
Stop with the temptation game. Oh, good to know we still use QWERTY keyboards in the future. That ridiculous design has survived into the 22nd century. No, it's the third at this point. No one would have believed it last year's the 22nd century.
So be it. All units, battle stations, prepare for attack. Get the demolition crews into position.
Attack on who? They already have control of the place. This is what we call defense. Or very most a counter-offense. Just attack everyone. If in doubt, shoot.
You okay?
I say that as though that's not.
Despite your best efforts to kill me, your soft heart almost cost me everything.
Quiet, Arya. It worked. Shepard saved us without sacrificing innocent lives. I applaud her.
I suppose. Whatever. You fought bravely against those mechs in there, Nyreen. Very impressive.
But
why can't you bring that same grit when adjutants attack? It's pathetic. You tense up at the mere mention of those abominations.
Lay off. She just saved you.
I'm trying to help her, Shepard. Call it tough love.
Shouted through trauma.
The war's starting. I don't mean to miss it.
She's never been big on thank yous.
Yeah, that's a conversation that was certainly over.
Getting reports. All force fields down. Civilians taking to the streets in droves. Cerberus pulling back.
That won't last.
The people don't have the training to go up against Cerberus front lines. They'll be wiped out.
Civilian casualties can't be avoided. You'll have to accept this.
Say what you will, Arya. I won't allow senseless deaths.
Do what you can to protect them.
Of course, Commander.
Arya, Bray here.
Good eye roll.
Report.
My team is scouting the maintenance tunnels. We've encountered Cerberus forces escorting engineers. They're moving gear. Look to be setting explosives to the station's central support columns.
Bray, engage. Delay them as long as you can. We're coming.
Got it. Roll out, people.
We've got the Autobots as well. That's
if they detonate the main column, they'll cut off the way to Afterlife. The Talon offensive will be stopped cold.
And we'll get
so we split up.
For ripping up
yes. Nyreen, lead the frontal assault. Shepard and I will meet you in the markets after we've taken care of those bombs.
God.
Of course.
Remember to
don't count on me building your memorials if you get yourselves killed.
Like the best
I like it when you're
100 hours ago.
The only route to the central column is through the tunnels.
Look out!
Back when I didn't have a jam gun.
Don't let them through.
Indeed, that's how we
A little bit longer.
See just how you can't handle this, which is simultaneously a bizarre and utterly boss thing to say while going into a fight.
Reinforcements!
smash that. If indeed it were ever truly alive. Ah! God, how do I get flanked by these so easily? Oh no, it's not dead. Thought it was dead. Now it's dead. I'm so good at games, y'all. God, I've been using this gun for so long and I haven't made a single Dark Tower reference yet. I don't know what's up. Clearly I just need to go and pistol with the robot instead.
Extend the dam in the control room. That should get us across.
Control room is right here.
Let's go.
Nyreen here. We've engaged Cerberus and cleared our first target. ETA to the Gozu district is on track.
Excellent.
Found what you wanted. And sending you the coordinates now.
Is that my couch?
Answer yes. Explanation no. Cool, so I just put the door again. Yeah, that's all good. I thought I was using the crisis, I wasn't bothering too hard to aim. Letterbox with a pistol. Kill with my heart. There it is, there's your reference.
Shepard, we need to get to the central column before Cerberus sets off those bombs.
Yeah, but consider that there's stuff to steal from this code.
Over here, Shepard.
Alright, okay, that's the thing you can go through. It just didn't look like it. Got it. Turn off the fan.
We're hitting less resistance. I think they're sending forces your way.
Walk through the fan. Jump over the gap.
They're messing with the support columns. We have to stop them.
And then murder. It's amazing how many plans that's the last second. mean, it's much rarer when it's in a plan and it's not the last one.
Weapon deployed.
And then I'll just stand there and get shot. Sigh.
They're messing with the support columns. We have to stop them.
Okay, switching back to the cryostate, because it's the best. See, this is me actually use the cover, I think I'm right.
Unit deployed.
Over there. We can get to the bomb controls once the access panels are open. This way.
Got it.
Those bombs just went live. The console is locked. We'll have to manually disable them.
I can do that. I have experience. I mean, there were fewer robots around there.
Take care of the bomb, Shepard. I'll handle Cerberus.
Okay, I suppose the most regular Cerberoids, not freaking cyber zombies. Quickly.
3 left.
Oh, that's alright.
Two more.
Okay, come on. The other two. Really can't bother to do any fighting, but for you I'll make an exception.
Just one to go.
Malfunction detected. System failure imminent.
Don't get hung up on the geometry in the place where there's already a corpse that's hurting you. Didn't notice it there, but now you're dead. Deactivating this bomb.
Get them all.
Bombs are done.
Let's clear the room.
Shutdown imminent.
I'm going through a lot of med gel because I'm just playing sloppy as hell. Anyone want to loom out of the smoke anytime soon? Thank you.
This way, Shepard.
Yay, we did the thing. This time I
Over
didn't just
here.
stand there while I got shot. Okay, what? I will go over there.
Here.
Well, it's still the same. What? I'm gonna talk to you.
We're clear.
Okay.
Good. Nyreen, things are under control here. What's your situation?
We're advancing through the Gozu district.
Move forward. Keep that flank covered.
Yes, boss.
We're holding our own, but Cerberus has started targeting the civilians. Reports of casualties are coming in from all sectors.
Save those you can, and head for the rendezvous point. We'll meet you there.
Turns out guerrilla warfare.
We'll do what we can. Nyreen out.
Not super fun.
So how exactly do we get to Afterlife from here?
I'm thinking the straightforward approach for a change.
That sounds like a... Well, biotics, yeah. something. Oh, I thought it broke it. Apparently it does not. Thanks, Pixel, I guess.
Cerberus.
How do you know that? Could be the Talons. Never mind.
Okay, I'm not even sure what happened there on account of imposing.
Damn it. Ad, there are adjutants here. Track our progress and seal the rooms behind us.
Yes, Arya.
Well, that was a line of blue text. Now that's just a lens flare.
Looks like they bit off more than they could chew.
We should get a move on.
With the civilian population contained,
where I'm meant to be, and also occasionally phasing out from multiple defenses. I mean, yes, I know I've got a branch. Thought that was a switch. It wasn't, so I just did a combat roll out of it.
With the civilian population contained, we should be ready to initiate the next phase of the project on schedule. Before host conversion, we should begin the process of fusing the control implants to the subject's nervous systems. With the current success ratio, we project being able to surpass demand by 300%. The first-generation adjutants have been transferred from the containment area and are being outfitted with the implants. The previous batches have been processed and moved to the storage area.
I maintain, why did you make these things in the first place?
We can now control when and where the adjutants convert their victims. Initial testing on various species provides ample proof the virus can adapt flawlessly, regardless of the host used. With the civilian population contained, we should be ready to initiate the next phase of the project on schedule.
Again, we have
Before host conversion, we should begin the process of fusing the control implants to the subject's nervous systems. With the current success ratio, we project being able to surpass demand by 300%.
So yeah, we did something.
Those idiots were experimenting on adjutants.
That explains the ones we saw earlier.
Identified. High priority memo. Test adjutants have escaped. Who could have seen this coming? They're to be rounded up and transferred to Central HQ's holding area post haste. Damage is to be avoided at all costs under penalty of severe combat pay deductions.
Extra security. The doors only open one at a time.
Makes sense considering what they had locked up in here.
Door's unlocked. Let's get out of here.
This has kind of logic puzzle.
That doorway leads to the Gozu district.
Pin him down! Look out!
Ah! Yes, I could aim the weapon, but really who needs it when you have the power of jam?
Focus on the Atlas!
Now it's better with my other weapon, I believe. Am I playing these firefights really badly, or are they just hard? I tell you what. Oh, we have squad points. Jeez, I have 8 points I could spend on stuff. Max out my warp ammo. Yeah. Okay. I think this is as good a time as any to take a break. I'm going to get move and stop my brain vaguing out so much, and just generally go to the toilet, have a drink and stuff. You know the drill. Things I do on a break. I would recommend that all of you do the same thing, and I will be back in 5 or 10 minutes. If you're watching the VOD, feel free to pause for the optimal experience. Anyway, yes, I will be back in a few. And I'm back. Hello again, everyone. Sorry for the slightly longer than anticipated break. Now, let's try to do less dreadfully at this.
Look out!
Okay, that did not go where I pointed it, but sure, I guess. I love the way they even have it when they try and run out of the way. The explosion still has them.
Focus on the Atlas! As catastrophically as they did in Mass Effect 2.
splattered bits of Cerberus. I'm so good at Krogan, they don't even make me play it anymore.
This looks familiar.
I liked it better when Morden Solus was here shooting up looters.
Oh, hey, it's Morden's cleaner. That's definitely something I never would have noticed just from the layout. Oh, yeah. And that means we're pretty close to Afterlife.
Take out the turret!
I like grenade accomplished nothing. Good job, guys.
We're almost there.
You say that like, you know, like we're having any kind of trouble. And we are both really, really super good at this whole firefight thing. I am so good at it, incredibly competent. There's no evidence to the contrary. Anyway, let's open this door.
Friendly's incoming. Irene is waiting for you two in the markets.
I bet she is. Everyone loves us.
What's going to happen to us?
I don't know, and it's not my job. Can I get over there? No. Is there a door? Aha! A door. First hit the number one alternative to bolting over a small wall is just looking at the door in it.
Repent. Repent and restore the souls.
Hey, there's the prophet I was thinking of. Are we still obliged? Anyway, let's check our mods, because I wanted to have a look at that thermal scope.
Repent. Repent and restore the souls before it's too late.
Higher accuracy, more weapon weight, and you can see through things. And now the weight is a lot, so let's change pistols.
For the blight that is humanity stains all within its path. And the only chance
oh yeah, we're still blight, there we go.
In the word.
Reactivate my ammo power. Yes, Mass Effect 3 has added weapon mods again, and an actually more interesting system than you had in the first game. Oh hey! Where's my poster?
Draw your weapons and fight. Certain doom
News
awaits
go.
us all.
Oh, you've got an audience now. There were only like 3 people listening to you last time I was there.
Steal our places within the purity. Obey the word and repent with fire. We should be hiding together.
Fire oil,
Be out there fighting with them.
There's the real doctor.
We got this covered. Go, go, go!
More mods that I don't want. And an elevator. Oh, Arya is there? I thought she got left behind.
Irene here. Something's not right.
I mean, probably.
Cerberus is still on my station. Of course something's not right.
Not what I was talking about. I'm checking this out. Going radio silent.
Well, that was super
What the
informative
hell
and
is she
helpful,
doing?
Irene. Thank you. Just, I'm doing a thing. Don't ask me about it, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm doing a thing.
Where's Nyreen?
I know she's doing a thing.
Scouting ahead. We've got our hands full holding this area.
She's going on to Afterlife.
And we even took the time to project a big ass Cerberus logo on the front while we occupied. Seriously, they need to get over their logo.
Talent.
They're retreating!
wait until they've started eating people in Irene. You could have started doing this like minutes earlier. Lock eyes, dramatic self-sacrifice.
That's it. Tell your boss I'm coming for him.
Damn it!
Arya just takes a moment to be incredibly cool, as she does so well.
Enough! Kill you all!
I'm really not necessary here, am I?
Petrovsky dies. Now.
Yes, her ex-girlfriend has exploded. Because we can't let lesbians be happy in any media. This is how it works.
Nyreen Kandros was a good soldier. It's a shame she had to die for your petty ambitions.
You're a dead man! No, wait!
Oh no, this incredibly obvious trap.
What now, Petrovsky?
Divide and conquer, Commander. Kandros killed the adjutants we hadn't finished experimenting on. These are fully under our control. The prototypes for our future army.
Why would your army be made of cyber zombies? Especially when your whole thing is...
Hold the perimeter!
Like
keep Shepard away from those generators!
You will note how enemies are now highlighted. Thermals go. Okay. This is not the best time to be a sniper. This is not good at all. Don't take cover, run! Yes, I know it's the same button for both things, but here we are. Okay, shield pylon, that makes us a little bit more defensible now.
Keep Shepard away from those generators.
No shield pylon, why must you betray me like this? Medgel, Medgel. Wow, okay. This is gonna be a whole ass thing.
Hold the perimeter. Keep Shepard away from those generators.
Get up here so I can leverage the shield pylon.
Keep Shepard away from those generators.
Shepard, don't shoot the generators, whatever you do. Also, stop exploding my adjutants, those were expensive. Generator down. Arya, help out. I know I'm not providing a ton of insightful commentary here, but this kind of needs a lot of control.
Hold the perimeter.
Let's maybe take.
Keep Shepard away from those generators.
Let's grab these stairs instead.
Keep Shepard away from those generators.
I mean, it's largely a symmetrical layout, so it shouldn't make much difference. But here we are. Reload on this is too slow. Just putting that out And I'm kind of locked into this now. There's not a great deal I can do.
Hold the perimeter. Keep Shepard away from those generators. Keep Shepard away from those generators.
Okay, I mean, maybe I should be moving around. And I hate that the button to dodge and the button to take cover are the same bloody button.
You can't stop me so easily.
Thank you, Arya. Oh, and I'm out of meta-jump. Great. Arya, do the thing.
Stop her.
No, don't stop me, please. Generator. No, don't take cover! That is literally the opposite of what you need to do now. Stop staying in one place.
Hold the perimeter.
Okay, but that strategy was...
Keep Shepard away from those generators.
Kind of work.
Keep Shepard away from those generators.
No, don't. Yes, I know I can scope the weapon with the right mouse. I am electing not to. For Christ's sake, stop diving into cover and staying in one place. It's helpful.
You can't stop me so easily.
perimeter!
You all!
That is the thing that keeps killing you.
Stop her!
Okay, how did I survive that? What just happened? I have literally no clue how I survived. I don't know what happened. Now I'm dead.
Hold the perimeter! Keep Shepard away from those generators! Keep Shepard away from those generators!
Don't switch weapons. Actually, that's sad.
You can't stop me!
This might actually work better. Stop taking cover! Jesus Christ, just hit the button and stop taking cover. Not everything needs to be...
You all!
Stop her!
Not getting tilted at all.
Hold the perimeter!
Everything is fine.
Keep Shepard away from those generators! Keep Shepard away from those generators!
You can't stop me so easily!
Not into cover. Jesus Christ.
Hold the perimeter!
How are you surviving these shots now?
You all!
Stop her!
It's 3, come on. Yeah, clearly the thing to do is just speed.
Hold the perimeter!
And not get stuck in the level geometry, that's good too. Where's the generator? Yeah, don't do that. Reload the gun. Secure the area? What, now I have to kill everything as well? Oh my god. Well, at least Arya's here. Okay, this looks like a vaguely defensive level. Until the adjutants get here, that is. Also, why are they called adjutants? Like, everything else aside, that's a really stupid name for your cyber zombie project. I literally don't get it. turns out having another person around with guns, so
surrender.
So they have to split their fire. That's a good thing. Yes, I just ignore grenades. They don't do a lot of damage, and honestly, they mostly serve to flush you out of cover, so I just elect to not be flushed out. Well, that was a lot. God, that was like as many times as I died in the whole of Mass Effect 1.
Cease and desist all aggression. It's over.
Yeah, it is.
Commander Shepard, I surrender myself into your custody.
That is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
Shepard, I'm unarmed, and I can give the Alliance intel on the elusive man.
You'll say anything to save your skin.
I let you escape, Omega. I deserve mercy.
Is this true, Arya?
Yes. Cerberus had successfully taken this station and he let me go. Do you feel that, Oleg? That's death. Only inches away. Remember this feeling. I'm letting you live. For my partner and for the war against your master. You better cooperate.
I like how I didn't have any interrupts or chat options or anything. I'm just
Take
like,
him,
yeah,
Shepard.
this is fine. This is...
You and your alliance can decide his fate.
This is how we deal with Nazis.
Just get this filth off my station.
Commander, glad to see you've had a calming effect
me a
on Ms.
renegade
Tloke.
interrupt. Let
I
me punch
tried
him in the
talking
head.
sense into her one time. I look forward to hearing how you pulled it off.
Don't assume you know where this is going.
Stop saying words, my dude.
From what I understand, high-ranking alliance.
Now that I've seen what you're capable of firsthand, maybe Arya's instincts were right.
So, you're going to execute me. I'm your prisoner. You can't just shoot me in cold blood.
If you don't tell the Alliance everything, I'm giving you back to Arya. Bray, get him out of here.
Clank, 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 clank.
You've got good control, Shepard. I know it's hard to resist that impulse.
Don't know what happened with the lighting there, but sure.
I've been waiting to kill that man for months. Walk around with you for a few hours and I go all soft. You're like a disease.
This victory came at a cost, Arya. It's not soft to recognize that.
Also, the word
You sound like
light.
someone trying to sell
Light.
something. I admire your tenacity. And thanks to you, I have Omega back.
So what's your plan?
There's a lot to rebuild. Starting with this command center.
But hey, I got your couch back.
It may take some time to remove the general stink from my throne. Wonder if I'll ever really enjoy the pole dancing in here again.
It's the little things.
The citizens of Omega have been through a lot, Arya. Try to remember that.
How can I forget? There are reminders everywhere I look. And don't worry. I'll honor our arrangement. Troops, ships, and a mountain of Ezo. You earned it.
Then I'll be going.
Bray will take you back. I have a station to whip into shape.
Clank, 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 clank. I don't know why, just the armor noises amuse me.
Citizens of Omega, hear me. I,
Arya Tloke, have given you back your lives.
My rule is reignited. My hand is on the controls once more, and I will not let go again.
Each of you owes a debt. Gain my favor by rounding up the remaining
Cerberus invaders and we will cast them from our home. Then bury and mourn our dead.
My methods haven't always been popular, and I can't promise that will change.
But securing this station and everyone inside it is now my primary purpose. No one will imprison us again.
We may be bruised. We may be bloodied.
But we are Omega.
You always get these crap details, Bray?
Not this time. You got a galaxy to save. Let's get you off this rock.
Yay. Recognition. But no, I kind of like the lack of recognition through a lot of that, because that whole DLC, most of these stories are about Shepard, and that emphatically is not. To the point where she just wanders off near the end of it. Cool, Sam, your dialogue still isn't loading. And I will take that email down in my cabin, because I have things I want to do. The cabin! Yay, all our fish are back. I love fish. Hello, hamster. Yes, I thought so too. I realised I've been picking... Oh look, we kept his stupid half-hologram chest set. Why? Yes, I wanted to check our armour, because we've been picking up a bunch of armour pieces and not using them. Also, we have the Blood Dragon armour, which I could just go with. But I mean, most of the benefits on that is power damage, which we don't use our powers that much compared to just gun, and I'm not using Cerberus armor. Shoulders, less health, more weapon damage and headshot damage. Yeah, that is exactly the kind of thing I need. They're more melee damage, which no. You can do like melee focus builds in this, it's wild. Okay, our legs give me even more shoots. I approve of shoots. Okay. I wish we had the orb back. I miss the orb. So, now that we've done that fairly long DLC, and died a lot, and done a lot of fighting, what say we remember that it's Saturday, and do our reading? So first I have some points to spend. More points in fitness to give me more health. Yes, thank you. Neither of these will give me more health. Again, melee build or shield recharge life. That's clearly better. But yes, it is Saturday, my dudes. We've still got those 2 Omega side quests. I don't know if we can do them anymore. Welp. But yes, it is indeed Codex Saturday. Oh. And I remembered just in time to turn dialogue off. We'll have to remember to turn dialogue back on at the end. But it's all good. Went a little bit Frasier at the end there. Right, let's do some reading. Known associates. ED. The advanced... Wow. Wow, just 2 words into this whole codex reading and I've already forgotten English. The Enhanced Defense Intelligence, or ED, serves as an information source and cyber warfare defense system on the rebuilt Normandy SR-2. The ship's crew can access ED at any terminal or through radio contact. During an attack from a collector vessel, pilot Jeff Joker Moreau gave ED full access to the Normandy systems, allowing the ship to escape. Although Edie retains the control that Moreau gave her, she's usually content to advise the organic crew members who fly and maintain the ship, or so she lets us believe. Garrus Vakarian is a noted Turian sharpshooter and combat engineer who was born on Palaven and became a Citadel security officer like his father, but left the force when superiors shut down his investigation into the rogue Spectre Saren Arterius. Vakarian eventually discovered that Saren had been indoctrinated by the Reaper known as Sovereign. Vakarian eventually found his way to the criminal haven of Omega and assumed the name Archangel. There, he and a small group of operatives worked to disrupt the settlement's powerful mercenary groups until Shepard recruited him. The Turian narrowly survived the Second Normandy's attack on the Collectors. More recently, Vakarian has become the head of a Turian task force focused on preparing for the Reaper invasion. That's all of those. Places. Grissom Academy. The John Grissom Academy, founded in 2176, is the Alliance's premier school for young human biotics. The institution is housed in a space station in orbit over the human colony of Elysium. Its main program, the Ascension Project, is designed both to train and monitor young biotics, as well as help them integrate into society after graduation. Unlike the project's previous incarnation, Biotic Acclimation and Temperance Training, or BART, the training is not exclusively military in nature, and also wildly abusive. The Academy also employs scientific personnel, including Dr. Kaylee Sanders, to develop synthetic intelligence systems and biotic amplifiers like the new L4 implants. Technology. The Genophage, our most quote-unquote controversial war crime. The Genophage bioweapon was created to end the Krogan Rebellions. The Turians fought the Krogan to a standstill, but the sheer weight of Krogan numbers indicated they could not be stopped through conventional means. The Turians collaborated with the Solarians to engineer a genetic counter to the Krogan's rapid breeding. The Genophage virus replicated by eating key genetic sequences, altering every cell of Krogan physiology, so the Krogan could not use gene therapy to fix the affected tissues. Once the Genophage strain could replicate no more, it would starve and die, limiting mutation and contamination. In addition, the created genetic flaw is hereditary. The resulting mutation is made only 1 in 1,000 Krogan pregnancies carry to term, reducing offspring viability rather than fertility. Krogan warlords fought battles over the females able to carry children to term. The release of the Genophage is still controversial, there it is, and bitterly debated in many circles. But really, was this colossal crime against an entire species forever a bad thing? Who can say? Controversy! Now let's read about the Reapers, they're at least not controversial. Brutes. Oh yeah, we fought those. The Brute is a hulking amalgamation of Turian and Krogan victims of the Reapers. Because tissue from dextroprotein species like the Turians is incompatible with levoprotein species like the Krogan, implants regulate the Brute's body chemistry to combat organ rejection. It's the fusion of Turian military skill and Krogan blood rage that makes the Brute such a formidable enemy, capable of destroying armoured vehicles to get to the soldiers inside. Troops are advised to keep their distance and, whenever possible, not engage a Brute alone. And Marauders. Marauders are harvested Turians that command and protect other Reaper troops. The lean, armoured creatures present a significant threat in and of themselves, but they're especially dangerous when leading a Reaper task force. Alliance Marines have observed Marauders fortifying husks and cannibals by enveloping them in a ribbon of energy that forms a scabby shell of armour. Why Mass Effect? For this gross reason, when Alliance soldiers encounter a Marauder alongside husks or cannibals, standing orders are to target the Marauder first. The Black Star, in which I shall not just begin singing Black Star by David Bowie, because again, copyright. And also, I wouldn't be able to do it justice. The Reaper weapon nicknamed Black Star is so advanced that Alliance scientists can only offer speculation about how it works. The gun appears to exploit an element 0 core and Mass Effect fields to fire gravitational singularities, micro-black holes, that revert to their natural lethality when they impact a solid object. Researchers theorize that the blast tears apart the strong nuclear forces that hold the target's atoms together, resulting in a localized fusion reaction in light atoms and a localized fission reaction in heavy atoms. If that hypothesis is correct, the weapon alters nuclei, thus changing the chemical composition of the target. This destroys organic tissue, corrodes surviving armor, and leaves a visible trail of light-emitting particles. And so yeah, you basically just turn them into a small nuke. Although some might argue that the Black Star's single launch capability makes it a liability, its capacity for utter destruction is essential when the user requires large-scale, instantaneous damage. And the M560 Hydra. Before the introduction of the M560 Hydra, missile launchers either focused on bringing down a single armoured target, or simultaneously neutralising multiple unarmoured opponents. With the Hydra, a soldier no longer needs to choose between the two. Why does this read like advertising copy? The Hydra releases a barrage of miniature missiles, each guided by an independent homing system that seeks out exposed enemies. On impact, three shaped charges per missile explode in sequence. The first overloads the target's kinetic barriers before the second destroys its armor, clearing a path for the third warhead to detonate inside the target. Yep, that's some weapons manufacturer advertising copy is what that is. Also, I'd argue it's possible to have too much missile. Yeah, we read about it. We did read that, I thought. Yeah. Ancient Krogan history. The lack of adequately preserved archives presents a significant obstacle to research into ancient Krogan history, and somehow this entry doesn't end there. That would be hilarious. Nevertheless, recent archaeological discoveries have shed new light on the topic, revealing a society once rich with cultural, architectural, and artistic accomplishments. Newly discovered ruins reveal that the Krogan had particularly advanced understandings of structural and geotechnical engineering as compared to other cultures at similar stages of development. Old Krogan architecture demonstrates seismic loading techniques that would have both resisted earthquakes and diffused the small-scale vibrations from vehicles in their sprawling cities. Curiously, however, Tuchanka has little natural tectonic activity. Instead, researchers believe the ancient Krogan were concerned with safe cohabitation with one of the planet's apex predators, Kalros, the mother of all thresher moors. Just gonna dump that in there and not elaborate? Okay, sure. Prior to the Genophage, Krogan population growth was limited by predation, disease, and war. Even so, the birth rate exploded once the Krogan achieved industrialization, leading to wars over resources and living space. Other species on Tuchanka suffered greatly as the Krogan expanded. When the Krogan ran out of land, they settled into an arms race that ended in nuclear devastation. Tuchanka's relatively short golden age was at an end. But this ancient history may yet aid the modern Krogan. Some of the techniques and technology discovered in the ruins could be used to improve standard colonization equipment, signalling economic renewal for the Krogan at last. But we still destroyed their entire race and culture. Speaking of which is the Krogan Rebellions. After the Rachni War, the quick-breeding Krogan expanded at the expense of their neighbours. There's so much to unpack in that concept alone. Warlords leveraged their veteran soldiers to seize living space while the council races were still grateful. Over centuries, the Krogan conquered world after world. There was always just one more needed. When the council finally demanded withdrawal from the Asari colony of Lucia, Krogan overlord Kredax stormed off the Citadel, daring the council to take their worlds back. But the council had taken precautions. The finest STG operators and Asari huntresses had been drafted into a covert observation force, the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. The Spectres opened the war with crippling strategic strikes. Krogan planets went dark as computer viruses flooded the extranet. Sabotaged antimatter refineries disappeared in blue-white annihilation. Headquarters stations shattered into orbit cloaked with debris rammed by pre-placed suicide freighters. Still, this only delayed the inevitable. The war would have been lost if not for first contact with the Turians, who responded to Krogan threats with a prompt declaration of war. Being on the far side of Krogan space from the Council, the Turians advanced rapidly into the lightly defended Krogan rear areas. The Krogan responded by dropping space stations and asteroids on Turian colonies. 3 worlds were rendered completely uninhabitable. This was precisely the wrong approach to take with the Turians. Each is first and foremost a public servant, willing to risk his life to protect his comrades. Rather than increasing public war weariness, Krogan tactics stiffened Turian resolve. The arrival of Turian task forces saved many worlds from the warlords' marauding fleets, but it took development of the genophage bioweapon to end the war. There were decades of unrest afterwards for some reason. Rogue warlords and holdout groups of insurgents refused to surrender, or disappeared into the frontier systems to become pirates. Hey, let's talk about... no, let's not. Let's talk about bonus entries from Eden Prime. Oh hey, it's Eden Prime. In 2151, as the first anxious settlers made their way through the new Charon mass relay, many of them wondered whether the reality of life on Eden Prime could possibly live up to the stories of pristine landscapes that drew them there. What the colonists found exceeded their expectations. The stable climate and compatible biology made the colony almost instantly viable. Over the next few decades, several million humans immigrated to Eden Prime, and a primarily agrarian culture developed. The new colony quickly became not only self-sufficient, but began exporting goods. Chief among these were rare plants grown from Earth's many heritage seed libraries. But in 2183, the colonists faced a true test of their character. Eden Prime was attacked by the rogue spectre Saranatarius and his Geth allies. Not long after, the Citadel was attacked by those same forces, and Eden Prime's neighbouring world, Terra Nova, found itself threatened with complete destruction. Faced with such violence, a lesser citizenry might have retreated back to the safety of Earth, as so many colonists of Terra Nova did. But Eden Prime's governing body refused to give in. Not only did the colonists vote overwhelmingly to block a measure calling for the building of evacuation ships, they voted to ease restrictions on immigrants from Terra Nova looking for a new home. As a result, Eden Prime's population has swelled. Whatever the war might bring, its status as a symbol of humanity's future in the stars remains unblemished. Also, Cerberus took over, but we sorted that out. And the beacon. In 2183, human scientists uncovered a Prothean technological artifact on the planet of Eden Prime. While repelling an attack by Saranatarius' Geth allies, Commander Shepard's squad came into the artifact's proximity and just poked the hell out of it, set it off. The object, described as a beacon, sent the commander jumbled sounds and images intended to warn of the imminent Reaper invasion. The beacon overloaded during the process and violently exploded. While the vision it provided was dismissed by the Citadel Council as a highly subjective experience, which it was, despite the fact that mind readers exist, since that time, the Council's Committee on Paleotechnology have analysed the fragments of the beacon in an effort to understand how it communicated. What they found was not quite the telepathic technology that the Alliance Marines described in their reports. The beacon was equipped with a mass effect field generator to hold its subject immobile, a necessary step to minimise collateral damage during the rest of the process. The beacon then nearly instantaneously scanned the structure of its target's optic and auditory nerves, as well as many parts of the brain responsible for memory. Once its expert systems determined the proportions of these key features, the beacon stimulated them with pinpoint electromagnetic and other irradiative energy, using powerful programs to recreate any images or sound the beacon required. In principle, this was similar to the popular entertainment device known as the SimStim, but vastly more comprehensive. SimStims, wow, that's hard to say, direct the senses, not memory. The Normandy's medical officer noted that the beacon delivered more information over the space of seconds than a SimStim could do in hours, and managed to do so to a species whose physiology was completely unknown to its designers. To a paleotech, the fact that Commander Shepard needed assistance to decipher the message is a minor footnote compared to the Prothean's accomplishment of getting any of the message to Shepard at all. Which is entirely true. It's so easy to say, oh no, the archaeology has not given us the perfect answers, when really the amount it has found is quite something. Omega, we were just there, but let's talk about it some more. Whoa, there's a lot. Arya, with whom one does not fuck. Sorry. A powerful biotic, Arya Cloak has been the sole ruler of Omega for some time. Rumoured to be at least 1,000 years old, she's as skilled at combat and the use of her biotic abilities as she is at manipulation and power games, but still runs into really, really super obvious traps. Ruthless, highly intelligent, dedicated to maintaining her rule over Omega, Arya is a force to be reckoned with. Though recent events have seen Cerberus take over Omega and send Arya into exile, there's no doubt that Arya will do everything within her power to reclaim what is hers. And she did, because it turns out the things that were in her power included us. The Cerberus occupation. The elusive man's plan to capture Omega was elegantly wrought. Wow, stop salivating, Codex writer. Experimental specimens called adjutants escaped from a Cerberus facility beyond the Omega-4 mass relay, took command of a Cerberus convoy, and arrived on Omega to wreak havoc. With more adjutants incoming, Cerberus reached out to Arya Cloak, claiming it needed her help to stop its wayward test subjects. Reluctantly offering her own forces in an alliance, Arya joined Cerberus's General Oleg Petrovsky aboard his ship to oversee the battle. When the adjutants overran the Cerberus Omega fleet, Petrovsky and Arya escaped through the Omega-4 relay. However, Petrovsky's subordinate, Colonel Raymond Ash, had remained behind on Omega to take control of the station's defences while Cerberus reinforcements approached. Announcing that it was protecting the galaxy from the adjutant threat, Cerberus seized Omega, giving the elusive man full control of the Omega-4 relay and the space beyond. Without Arya to keep them in line, the various criminal and mercenary factions on the station erupted, fighting both the Cerberus ground troops and each other. Meanwhile, Arya was taken captive by General Petrovsky. Realizing that the adjutants had simply been a ruse to capture Omega, Arya managed to escape back to Omega, slipping away into its underbelly to organize a resistance force. Eventually, Petrovsky ordered the Cerberus forces to evacuate the station, but this was yet another ruse. This is turning into one of those Brooklyn Nine-Nine episodes. This time to lure Arya out of hiding. With his troops out of harm's way, Petrovsky summoned a massive Cerberus fleet and presented Arya with an ultimatum: leave Omega or lose it. Petrovsky threatened to destroy the station rather than lose control. It's control destroyed, it can't be. It's a thing that will come into play. And with no alternative, Arya left, vowing she would return to claim Omega and take her revenge. And she did. Adjutants. Adjutant is the Cerberus codename, for some reason, for the experimental subjects created in a secret facility beyond the Omega-4 relay. The creatures are based on Reaper technology, and the adjutants encountered on Omega have the ability to infect any life form to create a new adjutant. Why would you invent this? Adjutants are deadly pack hunters. They initially remain hidden, observing potential victims and distracting them with subtle whispers. When they select a target, adjutants ambush them with charged projectiles that create a violently unstable mass effect field that causes severe disorientation and renders the target helpless. Enhanced muscle tissue gives adjutants the ability to leap surprising distances, allowing them to close in and infect their target quickly. The baseline form of the being does not match any known species. Xenobiologists suspect that the Reapers may have originally created and implemented the virus several cycles before the Prothean extinction, and that it still carries genetic traces of its original host. If this is true, then, like the Collectors, adjutants are a glimpse into the distant past, at a species whose very existence, struggling against the Reapers, has long been forgotten. Also, the way they describe them kind of being subtle and ambushy and distract you with whispers and throw you off balance and things sounds very different to the kind of big, hulking blue zombies that they are. General Oleg Petrovsky. Military strategist and classical scholar General Oleg Petrovsky is one of the elusive man's most respected operatives. I said stop salivating over Nazis. As a corporal in the First Contact War, Petrovsky was forced to take command of his unit and proved his tactical brilliance by holding off repeated Turian attacks for weeks. The war ended before his position was overrun, but not before Petrovsky had witnessed firsthand the brutality of the Turian war machine. Did he write this? Despite being praised and promoted for his bravery, Petrovsky eventually found more common ground with Cerberus than the Alliance military. Since leading the campaign to seize Omega, Petrovsky has proven to be a capable, if firm, administrator. Yeah, he did write this, didn't he? Who's focused on containing or eliminating unstable elements before they threaten Cerberus's occupation of the station. Rampart mechs, they killed me a lot too. Though its initial invasion of Omega was successful, Cerberus was soon faced with the problem of controlling the station's large enough and lawless population. An initial solution was to establish detainment areas bordered with impossible force fields, believed to be sheets of plasma suspended in a magnetic field. Just fence people into their homes. It always ends well. As Cerberus tightened its control of the station, units that could pass freely through the force fields to police the populace became necessary, leading Cerberus engineers to recover low-key security mechs from the remaining Eclipse mercenary chapters. When upgraded with Cerberus's proprietary mini-fabrication technology, shielding recovered from Omega's Element Zero processing plants, and additional additive armor, the result was the Rampart mech, a flexible combat unit designed for control and intimidation of Omega's inhabitants. Rampart mechs can seek out targets or troublemakers anywhere on Omega, even lower industrial areas where radiation can be intense. It's fitted with infrasound and scent markers that are fight or flight triggers for several species and are intended to subdue or disperse a crowd. When necessary, Rampart mechs can channel all available power into generating a high-intensity shield that defends against hacking or biotic attacks with weapons fire, protecting the Rampart until reinforcements arrive. For combat, most Rampart mechs are equipped with a standard-issue shotgun. If damaged beyond repair, the Rampart mech destroys the shotgun's aluminium alloy heat dispersant sinks, coating any nearby assailants in red-hot residue that burns through armor. Yeah, that's why I kept getting killed by hanging around their corpses. In extreme situations, the Rampart mech overclocks into a hunter-killer mode, diverting power from its unique shields to single-mindedly destroy its target. In this mode, the Rampart mech moves faster, attacking with a flash-forged Omni blade that targets unprotected nerve clusters and immobilizes the luckiest target. The Rampart also channels excess heat through the dispersant sinks, visibly burning off material to create an intimidating display as it advances. And at what point into designing that explicit nightmare creature, hunter-killer, sword monster robot, do you not say, are we the bad guys? Nyreen Kandros, Riv. Born to a family with a long and honoured tradition of military service, Nyreen Kandros left the Turian military after the emergence of her biotic abilities. Often suspicious of biotics, the Turians shipped Nyreen off to the Cabal units, where her abilities and experience were grossly underutilized. After several years as a mercenary, Kandros was drawn to Omega by its reputation as a haven for capable freelancers. Nyreen's early years on Omega were a pivotal time for her. Arya Sloke took an interest in Kandros, helping her hone her biotic talents while developing her military experience and skills to their full potential. And that's clearly the only kind of interest she had. Arya also allowed Nyreen the time she needed to reconcile with her new way of life and her unexpected and initially unwanted abilities. The two eventually parted ways due to irreconcilable differences. See, we even frame that like divorce. But Nyreen Kandros remained on Omega. Upon Arya's return to the station after the Cerberus invasion, Nyreen revealed herself as the leader of the Talons. Reformed under her leadership, the Talons are Omega's newfound symbol of resistance against the Cerberus occupiers. And then she blew herself up. Atlas mechs. With the Atlas, Cerberus's research arm has combined the deadly armor and firepower of an Emir mech with the tactical superiority of a trained human pilot. An Element Zero core allows the Atlas to be airdropped onto a battlefield with minimal impact damage, which makes it really easy to spawn into levels there, where you don't have to explain where this big mech has come from. Its thick armor includes a robust, transparent canopy made from a polycrystalline composite proprietary to Cerberus. Why does Cerberus own so many patents? Take the patents away from the Nazis. Alliance engineers hypothesize that the material is some kind of synthetic sapphire composed with interlayers to resist cracking and thermal damage. Although the Atlas is somewhat unwieldy in the field, its anti-personnel machine guns and ability to shrug off damage from anything short of a heavy weapon makes it a fearsome opponent. Heavy loss of life is to be expected in any unprepared encounter with this unit. And yet, we kill them. So, get wrecked. Engineers. Cerberus combat engineers are specialized support units to assist primary forces while staying out of the line of fire. They wear lighter armor than the typical Cerberus combatant, using a modified mesh that allows greater mobility. Undercover and out of sight, engineers focus on setting up and maintaining turrets, as well as repairing mechanical units or armored allies. When confronted, they return fire only for as long as it takes them to find cover again, and let frontline combat personnel take over. Although engineers are not particularly dangerous on their own, the Alliance specifically warns troops to remain alert for turrets, which can mow down an entire squad while an engineer escapes. The Nemesis is a Cerberus sniper specialist. Customized implants allow the Nemesis to withstand the crippling kickback of the M98 Widow anti-materiel rifle, which, we used to have one of them, turning a redoubtable opponent into a force capable of inflicting instant death. A suite of high-tech scanning equipment makes the sniper adept at maintaining cover, meaning a Nemesis is usually spotted only after opening fire, assuming the target survives the first round. Because of self-destruct mechanisms that activate upon the sniper's death, the Alliance has never retrieved an example of Nemesis augmentation technology. This fact, combined with Cerberus forces' penchant for suicide when faced with capture, has made scientific study of their implants impossible. Aww. That's really cute. For reference, if you're watching on the VOD, not the suicide before capture, that's not really cute. I was responding to the chat. Phantoms are agile Cerberus agents with a wide array of offensive and defensive capabilities, including particular specialization in evasive maneuvers and firing from cover. Although intelligence on their implants still evades the Alliance, Phantoms are known to be able to create a personal barrier for greater protection. Monomolecular blades and biotic shielding allow Phantoms to engage in close quarters combat, and Phantoms can briefly cloak in order to recover from injuries. Because of this ability, the Alliance recommends personal confirmation of a Phantom's death. AKA, put a few more rounds in them on the floor. Blue Suns. Founded by notorious Batarian slaver Solom Dal Sirah, or not if you believe the extra history we got on it with Saeed's loyalty mission last game. The Blue Suns began as a Skillian Verge protection racket, providing genuine protection from slavery and pirates. Eventually captured by the Systems Alliance Navy, Dal Sirah beat almost 24 charges to be convicted on a single count of conspiracy. The slaver benefited from the tutelage of cellmate and brilliant con artist Bernard Legit's Ledger. Upon release 5 years later, Dal Sirah incorporated Blue Suns as a legal security agency, and this is one of the many, many, many problems with the prison complexes when you just put these people in rooms together for 5 years and they just learn how to become better at being criminals. Today, the Blue Suns boasts a galaxy-wide force of Batarians, Turians, Humans, and Krogan. Each deployment is backed by a logistic corps selling everything from heavy weapons to shaving cream. Okay. Despite claims that Blue Suns sells its captives as slaves, no Blue Suns employee has ever been convicted on such charges. Many Blue Suns members sport the company logo in tattoo form, removed during assignments and reapplied at mission end. Why? Why would you do this? Brainchild of Asari Commando Jonah Sedaris, and she is still in prison, Eclipse was incorporated as a proactive security company. Influenced by Asari and Solarian military doctrine, Eclipse specializes in sabotage, assassination, and personal and organizational security. Although Citadel governments regard the corporation with suspicion, it's embraced in the Skillian Verge and Terminus systems. Early on, Sedaris sought government contracts to establish market share against the better-established Blue Suns. Her agency scored a galactic PR coup by retaking several space stations captured by the Anhur People's Liberation Army and neutralizing its leaders, a victory Eclipse's marketing department never ceases trumpeting. Based on Omega Station, Eclipse controls nearly 20% of the asteroid's real estate. Its services range from mech repair to open warfare, but where's the shaving cream? Although assassination is reserved for meeting wider, longer-term company goals. For instance, preemptive strikes against pirates rather than murdering spouses for insurance money. Despite numerous reports, Eclipse denies sabotaging or kidnapping business rivals, and really, who are we to question? And the blood bag. Originally a small Terminus Systems Vulture gang, the Blood Pack was transformed into a legion by visionary Krogan battlemaster Ganar Rang. And that's where we get the phrase, it's all Ganar Rang. That's just those jokes that, as you're saying them, your brain's just like, nope, don't do it, it's not good. Ah, you said it. Well, that's on the internet now. Exiled from striking a female in anger, Rang obsessed over reclaiming his lost status. Leading the Vulture Pack as a pirate crew, Rang cultivated recruits and infamy for a decade before incorporating his fighters as a security company across the Skyllian Verge. His notoriety ensured his initial public offering for investors made him rich beyond most Krogan's dreams. Rang returned triumphantly to his clan, rallying elders, Krogan hordes, and their firepower and biotic support towards professional violence in the Terminus systems. Banned from Citadel space, the Blood Pack drives its way through spaceports into armed conflicts across the galaxy. Priding themselves for accepting otherwise untouchable contracts, the Blood Pack rejects bodyguarding and security in favour of cases requiring minimal oversight and maximum violence. Which is a hell of a comedy double act. And the Reaper War. This is just your kind of recap of what's happened in this game. The Battle of Palaven. When Tatris fell, the Turians knew little about the Reapers, except that they wanted to enrage the Turians. Staying calm, the Turians massed in force around Palaven, their homeworld. Fleet Admiral Irix Coronati, in what became known as the 15-minute plan, stationed only 2 carriers, undaunted and resolute, near the system's relay. When the Reaper fleet emerged, the carriers launched swarms of unmanned fighters and spy drones. These were quickly destroyed, but the drones transmitted vital data on the Reaper's effective range, fleet composition, and exact location. The Turians' other ships then deployed to defend the system in earnest. Knowing that the Reaper's weapons had a longer effective range than any of his own, Coronati made a short, daring FTL jump, landing his dreadnoughts in the middle of the Reaper fleet. The dreadnoughts then turned to line up their main guns on the Reapers, which also needed to turn to fire on the Turians. This ploy used the Reaper's size against them. Because they could turn faster, the Turian dreadnoughts locked targets first, and their concentrated firepower downed several Reaper-captured ships. The Reapers countered instantly. Their destroyers performed a jump of their own to the skies above Palaven, beginning orbital strikes on Turian cities. The Turians, forced to defend the planet, found themselves in a pitched battle far from the relay, from which emerged a seemingly endless line of Reaper ships. After massive casualties, Coronati ordered retreat. The Turians insist that Palaven is not lost. The battle has merely moved to the ground. Reaper troop transports have dumped hordes of husks to capture Palaven's inhabitants, but met with little success. Reaper capital ships are destroying city after city, but much of the Turian fleet is still operable, and the citizenry is heavily armed. The Turians refuse to be intimidated. And that's the codex for today. And we've still got 10 minutes left, which is good, because we have to go and put people on the ship, because we did the thing, so now we go and talk to them. That's how it works. Also, I had some emails, Sam said, or at least so the subtitles suggested. Yeah. From Caden, feeling much better. Hey Shepard, still in the hospital, but I'm up on my feet, eating solid food, making trouble for the nurses. They'll probably throw me out of here soon. Come by if you're on the Citadel. Same room. Thanks. Caden. Meet me on the Citadel from Miranda Lawson. Commander, I heard about your stay with the Alliance. I can only imagine what nonsense they cooked up to keep you there. We should talk. It's safer in person. You'll find me on the Citadel by Bay D24. Mirror. Well, okay then. That's a slight move. But let's go chat with people. Let's start here and just work our way down. Hey, Sam. No. Oh, not turned dialogue back on. Thanks for confirming that for me, Sam.
Commander?
There we go, thank you, Sam. Should probably go and see if Joker's decided to still be a dick. Hi, Joker.
So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.
Cool, we've done things since we recovered the Prothean, but sure. Hi, Edie, you now have a body.
Hello, Shepard. Still getting used to greeting people in person? No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept. How are you adjusting to the arms and legs? I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions. If I could accompany you sometime.
Yeah, you will.
Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
Why Joker can stop creeping on me.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
Cool.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform? No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale.
Also, you still have a Cerberus logo on your chest.
Do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves.
Actually on the same page.
Why are you asking about something like that? I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor. And you didn't get an answer. Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications? Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will. But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me? If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can. Very well. I will keep you informed.
It's very distracting, but yes, the concept of free will, I guess. Seriously, how is anyone benefiting from most screens doing that? Nothing more to say? Okay, I guess not. Onward! Is there anybody who hangs around through the tech lab in that? I don't think so, unless I want to go and talk to Hackett, which I don't. Party set up there, and there are remarkably few parties, honestly. But there is someone in here.
A new notification is available on the private messages terminal.
Thanks, Claire. Don't have any new intel I can use. It's more of Liara's notes on Java. 2186, entry 3. If what Javik says is true, his people were imperialists who left the rest of the galaxy quaking in terror. And I think he would sacrifice all of us without a thought if he could put them all back again. I reviewed my old notes today. They're so childish. Did we romanticize the Protheans because we were dazzled by the technology they left behind? Are these really the people I dedicated my life to studying? Answer: yes, to all. This is accepted fact in the study of history, is that everybody in history was awful. But then, so is everybody today, you just don't notice it.
Good to see you again, Shepard.
That's all I get? Okay. I maintain that those screens should not be doing that. Anything trackless.
Commander, may I help you?
No, you may not.
See you around, Doctor. Take care, Shepard.
Anybody pointed out to her that her and Edie have the same hat. And it doesn't particularly work for either of them. Hey, Garrus.
Shepard.
No, same stuff.
That's all for now, Garrus.
Anytime.
You get calibrated. Seriously, what purpose do those screens serve for anybody? Nobody can work at that speed. I don't care if you're like, I could accept like Edie having screens like that because she's literally a computer, but no. Slow it down. Hey, the Hiccup Mist's back. That is a really peculiar graphical bug. Hi, Javik.
It seems you believed Protheans built the mass relays. The Reapers are cunning in their deception, allowing life to flourish, century upon century, letting us believe ourselves the masters of the cosmos. Then the truth becomes known. There are monsters in the dark spaces, and we are their prey.
Okay, but I mean, they didn't really convince us that you built the mass relays. I think we mostly just decided that and didn't do our due diligence, which is very much a recurring theme in this. Hey Dan, I want a story about how I just helped retake a space station and gave it back to the Prime Lord that was already running it.
Cerberus stealthily strikes Star System shield. No, glad I read that one out loud.
No, okay. Anyone in engineering interested in talking?
So, Gabby, have you seen Edie's new body?
Oh, I knew this was coming.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Need anything, Commander?
No.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
But I did manage to interrupt Donnelly going off on one about Edie's new body, so... I mostly forgot about you. You can tell by the bit on the video where I said, oh yeah, they're there.
Shepard, thanks again for being there at the refugee memorial.
No problem.
I feel better. Everything's so much clearer now.
Glad I could help.
I think I can afford rent. Whoa, there are many shops now. Oh yeah, they've got the collector armor. I kind of want it, but it's very expensive. I'm going to leave it for now. Got the Terminus armor, which I don't care about. They've got the Inferno armor, which I really don't care about because it's Cerberus. Ooh, they've got the Chakram. Yes! Which is a crossover thing from Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. I believe if you had both, you got it as DLC. But as it is, we can just buy it now. Yeah, it shoots. Like, it shoots chakrams. I mean, I don't know what it counts as. If it's an assault rifle, then I'll never use it, but I'm gonna buy it. Nothing. Cerberus armor, no. Just a whole lot of no. You know what? Screw it. Where is it? I'm buying the collector armor. Not going to put it on right now, but I have the option. James, anything to say?
What's going on?
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Adios.
Normally I would be finishing now. I'm going to hang around for a bit, just because there's nothing else going on, and I mean, I went short the other day, and I may as well, while I think about it, so I've done a mission, go and see if I can drive some of these percentages up again. 100. 37, wow, that's... why so low? Let's go to the Trilogy. Okay, chit-chat, 100%. Oh yeah, wow, 2 of the systems I've not even been to? Huh. Already found the thing here. Let's just pick it up, get some fuel. Make these numbers go up. Citadel.
I found something.
Hello. Scan the flash. Void Devil's Fighter Wing. Yeah, that's a dope name. Still got another thing, and the Reapers are coming soon. Can I at least find the thing? Oh, it's over there. I just completely missed it.
Evasion successful.
That's annoying. Where do I come back again? Oh, the opposite side of the system.
Reapers
like
eluded.
right in front of a Reaper, so no. Cool, I'll pick that up another time.
Signal confirmed.
Get some fuel. Okay, where the hell is the last one? And also, we don't seem to have the Reaper alertness going up in this system, which is interesting. And we've got a Vorcha Labour team. Okay, that's... what, did we just take some slaves? This is questionable. Okay, got that up to 87 now. Gotta just keep doing these combs after each mission. That's already 100. Hades Gamma. Already done that system. Yeah, it's just Cactus that we haven't. Do we already have the ping for it? No. Guess we're scanning. Jesus, that's a lot of Reapers.
Faster than light jump successful.
Couldn't even find the thing. This has been an unmitigated failure. My disappointment is immeasurable. That's fine. Trace nest. 55%. Already got everything here. The Indris system, where apparently we haven't even been. Oh wow, we're like nearly out of fuel. I should maybe have sorted that out before I came.
I found something.
Oh, hey, fuel. What is it? Cable station. Scroll faster. My mouse sensitivity is not cooperating. Governor Growth and Pazness. That's a name and a half. Anyway, that's 100%. Let's leave before the Reapers get here. Yeah, that's all of those. This is tagged for finding artifacts, which, if you'll remember, we had to do to go and sell them to a weapons trafficker.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, hey. There might be some artifacts in there. Oh, right, okay, so it's not artifacts that we can use for something else, like actually giving them to another culture or anything. It's just generic black market artifacts. Just like, this is cool stuff we found. Found the thing, can I grab it? Quickly. Got some fuel, run away.
Evasion successful.
And that's the kite's nest 100%ed. Back into the relay. And that's... Ah, no, not quite done the extra crest. And was basically just to grab some fuel. We don't want to go and meet with those diplomats because, you know, then what will happen? Onto the acute crest. You're not here to scan Trevia at all. There's a few depot here as well. So I don't know if there are scannable assets in that system. Oh hey, the bot's here just in time for the end of the stream. See, that's the kind of scanning I like. It's right there. The 79th Flotilla. And that's everything in this cluster. Okay, to finish up, what say we go back to the Citadel? Because there's a couple things to do there, and also it's just kind of good. It's always good. And yeah, you'll remember we have to go and sell those artifacts. And also, Miranda was waiting.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
No, Miranda said she was going to be at the docking bay.
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
I do like that you can spawn in anywhere.
Shepard, over here.
Oh, hey. It's you.
Commander Shepard. It's been far too long. We live in interesting times.
A little too interesting.
I couldn't get anywhere near you when the Alliance had you locked up.
Relieved of duty. It was complicated.
I'm sure it was. I'm surprised they didn't court-martial you. The Alliance isn't known for its flexibility.
The butt
Doesn't
shots
matter
on
now.
Miranda all
Shepard,
the time.
about Earth.
Countless people lost their lives within minutes. The Reapers are everything we feared.
They should have listened to you a long time ago.
You think?
I'm sorry, Shepard.
What about you? What brings you here?
I need to talk to a few people. Like you. The Citadel is a good place to meet. For now. What's the Alliance's next move?
We have a plan. It's a long shot.
Not surprising. Shepard? There's something I wanted to mention.
What is it?
I haven't heard from my sister, Oriana, for a while. I'm getting worried.
Your sister?
Yes. I don't want to overreact, but... well, there's a lot going on.
I thought we made sure she was safe.
We did. It's probably nothing, but... I just know my father is involved.
What happened?
I don't know. Everything I had in place to make sure she was safe went dark.
What do you need from me?
I appreciate the offer, Shepard, but you have your hands full. If I need a door or two
something,
kicked down, I know
you
just who to call. But for now, I'll be fine.
Okay. I understand.
I have to figure this out.
You will.
I don't care.
I've got to get back to it.
And I should get out of sight.
Be careful.
No promises.
Well, that was useful, question mark. Now, what else is there to see on the Citadel now that I remember? We can scroll through it. Thane and Caden are at the hospital. I might go say hi to Arya just to see if anything's different now that we did all the Omega stuff. And we have this whole mess to sort out in the conference. So let's get started on those.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment.
To the hospital. Take me to the hospital.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
I don't know why I've just started doing so many mildly niche music references in this thing. Oh, yeah.
Coming by again, Shepard? I'm flattered.
I was checking if you had any interest in new dialogue with you guys.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
And I for you. Do not grieve for me. I have good doctors. My son visits regularly. Perhaps we will keep up via the extranet now that you are free. Until we meet again, Shepard.
Implying that I didn't even have internet while I was really confused. Seems a bit much. But also entirely on brand. Caden, you're vertical.
Hey, Shepard. If you came to spring me, you're late. I'm getting out soon.
I came because you emailed me and told me to
Good to hear.
Maybe you already saw the vid, but I accepted Udina's offer.
Spectre Caden Alenko. That's a big deal.
Only the second human Spectre.
God, we'd let Ashley live.
It's humbling. Udina thinks they may have a pretty big ceremony, even with the war. And he says a celebration will give folks something hopeful to latch onto.
You ready to take on that responsibility?
You set the bar pretty high, but I'll do my best.
Maybe next time, don't.
It's strange. On Mars, I should have died. The promotion from Anderson, Spectre status. These are terrible days. But I've been lucky.
You're perfect for the job. On Eden Prime, I could see there was something special about you. You're a good soldier.
That means a lot. I'm happy.
And you've
I want to serve.
I thought you might want to join the Normandy.
In the middle of the conversation just derailed.
I have thought about that.
Racist
I just need to get out of here first, though. Take care of some things. I've been trying to locate my old Spec Ops squads. My students from Biotics Division.
Any luck?
No, probably went underground, but they'll turn up. If they were easy to find, they wouldn't be doing their jobs.
Well, let me know when you're out. Take care, Spectre Lenko.
Stay safe, Commander.
I love that conversation's all, yes, I'm the second human Spectre ever, it's a whole big deal, and you just kind of go, well. Shepard, bad at interactions with other people.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at ward level Purgatory.
I hate this guard doing this cycle. I hate everything.
Hey, all you skinny jumpers. Get drunk or get dancing.
Didn't think I was making it off, man.
No, neither did I.
We're the dancers.
Neither did I.
We talked to them?
They.
The dance floor's over there.
Not dancers, dumbass.
Just because they mentioned Benning. And there's a guy who has asked us to find info about his son who's on Benning. But no, it's just background dialogue. I am getting needlessly lost in this not particularly complex bar. Hey, how's that couch compared to the one I fished out of a road for you?
It seems the galaxy can't keep us apart. Since we took back Omega, I've been consolidating my resources for the war. It's a little easier to coordinate from here. So unfortunately, I'll be slumming it on the Citadel for the time being. I hope this isn't a social visit. You still have work to do around here.
I'm good.
We'll talk later. I'm sure.
I maintain that purgatory isn't as much of a vibe as afterlife, but it's still
Welcome,
pretty
Commander
solid
Shepard.
vibe.
One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidio
Where is
Commons.
this going? Because if this isn't serious, then we need to talk.
These are two different things. You're important to me, but
I really don't need to get involved in their ongoing relationship drama. Sorry, but I don't. Yes, you're there, but where's the guy I need to sell these artifacts to? Left and round, market. Let's go.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds from today's purchases go toward the Turian war effort.
Hello there, I would like to purchase your most illegal guns.
You're back, huh? Any luck out there?
I will trade them for these stolen cultural artifacts.
Here, I've got some pieces for you.
Done deal, Commander. Check in with General Oraka. You'll see I'm making C-Sec very happy.
Doing side quests is good and making cops happy, less so.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds from today's purchases go toward the Turian war effort.
My dude, I did the thing.
Commander Shepard, I was just contacted by a black market dealer who's donating high-end weapons to C-Sec. He wanted you to
Donating
know.
is a word.
Sounds like you came through.
And the Blue Suns can go about their business.
Now we'll be focusing on Citadel defense. It won't bring Palaven back, but it's something. Thank you, Commander.
Yay? Question mark? Did that? I thought that would have completed a side quest. Maybe it didn't, it's just not told me. Some of the side quests are a little buggy. Did you notice? Yeah. There you go. Oh no, that was a different thing. But yeah, that's that done. So what do we have? This is going to be it. I'm just having a look at what we've got for next time. Need to go to Benning and find out about the Ambassador's son. The Krogan DMZ. Find schematics for those somewhere. This is bugged. Find those somewhere. Find those somewhere. Go to Grissom Academy. I think that's probably what we'll be doing first of all next time. Go to Rune, wherever that is. Go to the Atlantic Frontier to find some stuff. Leviathan, which is a cool thing that we will be doing at some point. These two Omega missions that are probably not accessible anymore. And the actual plot, which is, of course, the very last thing we will be doing. But yes, with that, I've run a bit long, but like I say, makes up the last time a little. With that, we are done for today. This very special Saturday episode. So, all remains for me to say thank you very much to everyone watching. Thanks to everyone who stuck around to the end. It is good hanging out with y'all. If you're watching this, you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, S-E-R-A-S-E-N-T. You'll see my title card at the end. I am streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 PM GMT. That is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones are available. Playing through the entire Mass Effect trilogy. Or, like, now it's just the last one. Because we did the first two. We will continue until it's done, really. I reckon probably a few more weeks. I don't know, to be honest. Especially if I keep dying like a scrub. Could be any amount of time. But yes, if you miss any episodes of this large and sprawling series, most of the VODs are still on my Twitch, or you can catch them at my YouTube, also Serasent, where I have the entirety of the first 2 games uploaded, and the first few VODs of this game will be coming soon. If you need any updates on the stream, or me in general, you can catch me on Twitter at Waruce, that's W-A-R-U-C-E. Also, just been going up on there, we have some announcements about another cool stream thing I'm going to be involved in, which I don't know how much I can say right now, so I'm not going to. But keep an eye. And that is it. Yeah, that's all of the things. So, thank you very much, love you all, and goodbye.